Right now, an interesting storm will bring days of snow and thunderstorms across the U.S. A slow-moving system diving through the west will cause round after round of severe weather with even tornadoes on the table. In this video, I'll be telling you more about what to expect and when this potentially nasty weather could reach your doorstep. Currently, we've got a nice low-pressure system working up the northeast coast and bringing plenty of rain from North Carolina all the way into Maine. In 5 or so days, we may see a big uptick in severe weather across the central states of the U.S. from Texas up to Indiana. This could include the threat for all hazards, from tornadoes to wind and hail, so keep up with your local National Weather Service office. Out west, this slow-moving system will bring lots of snow to much of the Rocky Mountains here and parts of Canada over the next 5 or so days. This is a look at the current hazards National Weather Service map, and we've got plenty of flood watches all up and down the east coast with that rain coming in, and we've got a couple of freeze warnings as we do have some colder air lingering before we get that big warm-up with severe weather coming in later this week. And we got a whole bunch of winter weather advisories and a couple of warnings here, and I would expect a big uptick in watches and advisories here for the West Coast for winter weather over the next couple of days. We've got this very slow-moving storm system diving into California and then slowly meandering into the central states before finally getting into the eastern U.S. within the next 10 days or so. So this is going to allow for plenty of moisture return into the central states of the U.S. and prolonged severe weather over much of these central states. Taking a look at the ensemble prediction system, we see that storm system that once again slowly moves through, kind of tilts positively in this case. And when you get that positive tilting where the trough here is angled like this, when you get discrete supercells, they can take advantage of the environment even more. So I'm certainly watching this area for the potential for higher end risk if we can get a nice low-level jet to materialize. And as we get that trough ejection out of the Rockies, you see this low form here, right in here, and move right this way from Kansas up into Michigan. And in that process, we're going to see some really strong winds just off the surface here, and that's going to drag up a lot of moisture and a lot of tornado juice for storms to take advantage of. This is a probability map showing your instability in the region. Instability is the tendency for storms to get stronger and grow in size. And throughout the end of March and into the first couple of days of April, you could see this whole area expands in instability and higher chances for a significant amount of instability. This would certainly be enough for some sort of severe weather. Taking it down to the southwest, again, we've got 2 to 3 feet or more falling in these highest elevations of the Sierra. But another area that may see a lot of snow is these Wasatch Mountains in Utah. Again, parts of Nevada and Arizona as well are going to see a decent amount of snow off of the GFS model, the American model, and especially a lot of Colorado in the Front Range, as well as perhaps the more interior mountains there could see some of the higher amounts of snowfall. Finally, here is the rain off of the high-resolution rapid refresh model. This is for the next couple of days across the northeastern U.S. from North Carolina to Maine. And you could see a pretty widespread area of an inch or more, and perhaps even 1.5 inches or more of rain, and some pockets of 2 inches or more of rain, with perhaps some of this in parts of Maine falling as snow. There may be a couple of wet flakes that mix in eastern New England, southeastern New England, so we'll keep an eye on that. But it shouldn't cause any travel hazards, as this will be a mostly rain event up and down the coast, with the exception of Maine. So that will do it for this short weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, you may like these other videos here on screen. And please do subscribe if you did enjoy or learn something. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.